At the age of 5, he was already working because his father was a drunk and a womanizer, and he was scarcely at home. Casi no estaba en la casa, no existía en casa. And when he was at home, he was drunk and beaten on his mother, or on his wife, this man's wife. Cuando él estaba en casa, solo estaba borracho y golpeaba a la mamá de este niño a los 5 años, y dice que a veces los golpes eran en la calle, en público, y nadie hacía nada. This young man says that sometimes the beatings of his mother from his father were out in the public, and there was no one that would say anything or do anything. So you can imagine the shock that this young man, or this boy at the time, was going through to see this. Ya se imaginan la trauma que este niño pasaba en ver esta golpiza que le daban a su madre, y nadie hacía nada. Me escribió un libro. He sent me a book. Couldn't believe how many pages he sent. And it's pretty long. I'm going to try to cut it down to shorten it. Aparte de esta sufrir en ver a su mamá golpeada, apart from him watching his mom being beaten, he was also an epileptic. He was born epileptic. Él nació con la enfermedad esa llamada epilepsia. Y él sufría de esos ataques epilépticos. Aparte de esto, también este niño se recuerda que vivía en el hospital. Cada rato lo llevaban al hospital porque cuando le pegaban los ataques se golpeaba. Every time he had an attack, an epileptic attack, he would hurt himself and he wound up in the hospital. Este hombre se llama Maury Estrada. His name is Maury Estrada. And at the age of 5, también dice que él fue puesto en fuego. He says that at the age of 5 also he was set on fire. And at the age of 5 also, he was abducted by some drug addicts and taken to some woods far from his home. Dice que también a la edad de 5 años, unos drogadictos lo secuestraron y lo llevaron a un bosque lejos de su casa para ¿cómo se dice? Rape. Para violarlo y posiblemente matarlo. Pero gracias a Dios que hubo uno ahí que intervino y corrieron los ofendores o los que querían hacer este mal. When these drug addicts took him to the woods, they were going to rape and possibly kill him, but there was a person there that scared them all off, and they were not able to complete their mission. Thank God. Y también dice que he says that he had to be working because they were very poor, and he would work trying to make a buck here and there. Él trabajaba haciendo dinero en cualquier cosita que él podía para llevar comida a la casa a sus hermanos y a su mamá. He would work to take food home to his brothers and his mother. He suffered a great deal of pain. He was run over by a car. He was hit by a car at the age of 5. También un carro le pegó a la edad de 5 años. Y también dice que por alguna razón inexplicable le pegaban pedazos de metal y no sabía de dónde venían estos pedazos de metal o fierro. He says inexplicably pieces of metal would hit him. He says he was like a magnet to metal. Él decía que era como un imán al metal. No dice de dónde venía este metal, él nunca se dio cuenta. Dice que le pegaba el metal y todo lo que se recuerda a él era llorar del dolor o ver sangre por donde quiera después de que despertaba. He says he did not know where this metal came from. All he knew was that he was crying from the pain, or he saw a lot of blood when he came to his senses again, because he was passed out. Yo estaba pensando que a lo mejor era gente que le aventaban con cosas adrede porque no lo querían por alguna razón, ¿verdad? Porque después él explica que en México cuando uno no sirve para nada, la gente le agarra odio. Y creo que esto fue lo que le pasaba a él. I believe that this is what was happening to him, that the people did not like him and they would throw things at him and just leave him as he was, hurt. He goes on to tell us that at the age of 6, he was run over by a car. I thought it was 5. He was run over by a car that came out of nowhere. A los 6 años le pegó un carro que salió de repente. Y a los 7 años le pegó una troca grande que cargaba agua. At 7 years old, he was hit by a large truck that carries water while he was playing marbles on his knees with his friends. Mientras él jugaba a las canicas con los amigos arrodillados ahí, vino esta troca y no le pegó ninguno más que a él. That truck hit nobody else but him. At 7.5 years old, he was run over by a bus, something like a metro of Houston, one of those big buses. A los 7 años y medio fue atropellado por un autobús como un metro de Houston. Le destrozó su pierna izquierda. It destroyed his left leg. He saw all of the blood, but it didn't surprise him. Él vio toda la sangre, pero no lo sorprendió porque ya estaba impuesto de ver tanta sangre en él. He was not surprised because he was used to seeing all this blood coming out of him most of the time. But at this time he wound up in a hospital, and for 8 months they were doing experimental surgery on him. Por 8 meses lo metieron en un hospital por 8 meses, y ahí le daban cirugía experimental, pero dice que la mayoría del tiempo no usaban anestesia. Así lo cortaban y lo cosían vivo. He says that most of the time in the hospital when they operated on him, they didn't use anesthesia. They would just cut him open and sew him back up. And he says he would scream out. He would yell like an animal. He said it was a hell. Dice que él gritaba como un animal. Era un infierno ahí. Sus padres lo abandonaron cuando se dieron cuenta que ya no podía trabajar. His parents abandoned him when they found out he could not work. And then again, he says that he would work. He's been working from the age of 5 to take his family food. Él trabajaba desde la edad de 5 años para llevar comida a casa. A los 10 años, Mauri fue traído a los Estados Unidos por el esposo nuevo de su madre. Por fin dejó la mamá al padre borracho y se volvió a casar, y con eso pudieron venirse a los Estados Unidos. At the age of 10, Mari's mom remarried, left her husband, remarried, and this man was from the United States, and he was able to bring the whole family over to the United States. So por un tiempecito estuvieron bien, pero como pasó el tiempo, cada quien se separó.